Here the bells are ringing as I'm starting this reading. So this is a month for you of radical change. So this is a reading for Pisces, Moon, Sun, Rising, and for the month of December. I had this vision basically when I came into these cards and into your reading, a vision of a gigantic tent, sort of tipi, like a ceremony. So this is telling me you're feeling the interconnectedness of all things, having this vision of you being together with friends and realizing that it's not about who do I want to be, but how do I want to feel. And in the light of a higher commitment to your purpose, this is going to be very important. You're moving from a status-oriented action to the experience where everything can just flow. It's about being in life here with the moon and the magician as the general energies that I pulled for you, moving from the Hierophant, not contemplating life, but be rather quite in it. Many fated events here for you. But what I'm seeing is that you want to build this warm, cozy home. There's a sort of maturation happening within you. And this month, your attitude towards children might change completely. Your relationship to them, in a sense like, do I want them, do I not want them? I see many of the Pisces wanting to heal family issues here. So your love life is going to benefit from that. There is subconsciously or deep within, and for some of you this might be pretty clear as well, of course, but you want to give more volume to your home life. Some of you might simply be moving to a bigger house. Very nice experience. But some of you might want to build your own home or renovate it, or expanding the family or your couple if you are in a couple with a child. Again, the same question there is going to rise. Instead of what does this development here, what does this creation say about my identity? Instead of that, it's going to be more about like, how do I want to feel in this house? How do I want to feel when this expansion happens? And there's something about your friends and your surroundings that's going to inform that here. So there's something very youthful about this month, like the initiation of a first love. I see you feeling very deeply, but action will be important. This is about your relationship dynamics and what has to change there, and a sort of grief work when it comes to your parents and how they related to one another. Might be necessary for you to step into this higher dimension of your love life. So I'm going to go into the reading here. You are building something. You are structuring, like where you are right now. It's like, okay, I'm building my craft. I'm busy with that. I'm seeing you really working and being in the action of life, as I said, and it's in the field of action that you will get these answers. You are getting a cosmic message that is going to anchor you into your purpose. I see this happening around the 9th of the month. Maybe all through the 14th of the month, you're going to feel very connected to the invisible world, to the spirit world. There is something that it has to do with your career here, with the 8 of Pentacles, and with the star in what you bring to the world, or like your public status actually, and your wishes there. Like, are you a student? What's the work you wish to do? Are you retired? How do you see that? Or are you retiring? Some of you might be retiring. Some of you might be thinking of becoming a father and becoming a mother, and feeling into how that would be. So there's a message that you're going to receive about that. This might come through a friend, of course, with the Aquarian card here. But for some of you, it's just going to be about the way you feel. As I said, like I'm seeing this gigantic tent is coming together around a campfire kind of thing. And this you feeling how everything of your life has led up until this very moment. And yes, action is important, but this message you will get when you take a moment for yourself through meditation. If this moment is not really coming across because you're so much into the action of life and wanting to get things done here, because there is this resilience and of you having been building your craft and been working on yourself and been working to create something beautiful, actually that might be the basis and the structure for this next step. But there is a message coming your way this might be a confusing situation because it might come to a fated event as we have eclipses here. So if you are not receiving this, like, it's gonna come true anyway, and it's gonna be about like, oh, okay, here I have not been valuing myself correctly. I have not been seeing eye to eye with myself. I'm seeing yourself looking in the mirror, really being like, oh, here I underestimated myself actually. I could do more, I could reach a wider public. I have actually a lot of wisdom to give, and there is this sense of being really naked with yourself, with what you want for yourself, and especially how you want to feel and how to contain that emotion as well. Because with this card, you see there is a vial, there is a picture that this person is handing, and this wisdom, this is about a contained emotion, like what I have learned, what are the experiences, and what are the long-term goals and wishes that I have for myself. And the potential is to be truly honest with yourself. The challenge is, if you are not, life is going to conspire in a way that these elements will be given to you for you to figure out who you want to be now. To focus on is to finish a cycle of where have you carried burdens that are no longer of benefit for you now. What is the weight of your creation? What is the weight? What is the volume here? For some of you, this might literally be like, okay, I am harvesting and I'm allowing myself here with the moon card in the future. We're going to go into the 30th of December because I feel that that is going to be an important moment for you when it comes into your love life. But when it comes to your structure, there's a harvest that you have been neglecting, some skill that you have been perfecting, something that you've been really good at, and you're just not doing yourself justice. The way you talk to yourself, your thoughts are going to be so important here. If you've been talking yourself down, this is going to come to light here. Middle of the month, you will want to set career goals that are long-term, that are also including your vision of the family. As I said, your relationship to children and the dynamic of children and parents and how that should be. This can also be if you retire, your grandchildren, that's going to change completely. And there is some culmination of events, some kind of harvest and blessing in career that you've not been granting yourself, and there are some blockages to clear out there. Your thoughts are key here, not the content of them, but rather the texture. How do they feel? That's more important for you now. In your past, you've been like having so many creative ideas. There's been friends also like inspiring you, informing you. There's been a high standard you kept up to yourself. And in the past, you have been going through many creative changes, many ways of expressing yourself, many ways of like, okay, this is how I'm going to position myself in society. This is the I am, and this is about your I am. But your I am at the top of the sky, how people see you and how you want to be seen. So with this, I'm seeing that in the past, you have been also, for some of you, this also means that you've been in your love life, there have been many fluctuations. There's been moments of intense passions, and there's been people in your life that inspired that intense passion within you. And you're coming to see like, okay, why was I so attracted to this person? And what does that mean for my true desire? So your thoughts there hold the key. I'm seeing with this that there is some past love, one specific one, that really changed you, or a past lover that is still on your mind and that is going to be on your mind here in December. Somebody who was very creative as well, an artist, or somebody who had their own company, who had their own business, who had their own creative idea and were building from that. So the attraction there was very fiery, was very physical. So a friend said something funny to me, was like, yeah, it's not about going for the first stick that's on fire. So that's something that I feel relates to this. So it's more about like, okay, how do I want to feel? And where have I actually not been granting myself that feeling? Around the 22nd as well, I'm seeing here that there might be a sudden physical attraction. but this might be tied into this past lover that is on your mind. Everything you do will have a very creative impulse, but related to your intuition and to your emotional body. As I'm saying, intuition is really strong. There will be some fated events in the third part of the month between the 21st and the 30th. Fated events to show you what is correct for you now. Let me see, let me move into what your strengths are like creating from your losses, but with that also comes like a creating from your pain. And you're good at contemplating. You have contemplated life and you've walked away from things. Like, you know how to walk away from things. Endings are where you thrive. It's where you found your butterfly, your metamorphosis, your change, where you shed your skin and became someone new. And I feel that many of you Pisces have become so much stronger through breakups, through endings. And what this is telling me here with the Magician and the Moon and this Eight of Cups energy is that this is about you learning to love the part where it's not so intense, Pisces, where it's not, where you're in the middle part of life. For some of you, it's about that because you have here this energy of wanting to commit to something, wanting to commit to a higher goal, but that also includes a beautiful family life in addition to that. And for that, this energy or this subconscious thought like, okay, when that ended, it was very painful, but the pain, how that recreated me and how that handed me all the tools that I needed for my life. Wow. So in a way, there might be a linkage between you being creatively fulfilled and successful and ending relationships. And that's what you are rewiring here in your brain. The moon is the mental body. The moon is what you think about at night when you are alone with yourself. It's your true self in the sense of what you need. And near the end of the month, what you need is going to be so important for you. And there are going to be people showing you. If there's the idea of a second chance with someone that might play in your head. You might meet someone from the past, communicate with someone from the past, or see this person in the flesh. See this happening in the third part of the month. But all in all, it's about a confusion of who you are and who you would love to be. Who is the person you would love to come home to? Be that person. Would you like to move in with someone? Share, like if you're in a couple, it might be about moving in with someone, which is really coming to love the middle part of a relationship when you think of it. So there's an energy of radical change and of fated events. And from the 21st, it will be all the more important to create a healthy mind, a healthy structure of thinking. For these family issues need to be healed. Parents need to be forgiven, and maybe they are forgiven, but there's always another layer to uncover here. In your near future, we have the King of Pentacles. So the person you want to come home to is the person you want to be. It's somebody who is stable and grounded, and who I'm seeing you being attracted to someone who is committed to their art, who is committed to what they want to create in life, and who have a stable basis, and who are appreciative of everything that you have created and everything that they have created. For yourself, I see this you becoming the king of your castle. What I stated before, where you underestimated yourself, is about you handing yourself your own crown, you making yourself master of your life, master of you. Your life is your true work of art, and there is a sense of coming to know that here in December, and I'm liking this maturation process for you. I'm liking this saying how this is about you anchoring yourself into your life in a very 3D kind of way. This might come with some grief work. This might come with some sobriety, a moment of letting go of all addictions, of all things that are distracting you in daily life. And for some people, this might be directly related to the lockdown. I don't know in the world where you are in the world watching this, but this might be related to that. There's a strong sense of beginning anew, of a new inspiration, of giving this a chance, this new way of being, and of being divinely guided and boldly guided. As I said, there might be already from the night some cosmic messages transpiring that are about your new way of being and what is gonna fuel you. Where does your fire lie? Again, I mentioned this stick being on fire. It's your own stick here. Your approach should be my core flame. What makes my heart burn, and what could maintain this flame? What kind of, how, like the feeling experience of creator, of you being the creator of your life. What you need to know here is that there's going to be tough times always. Like there's no avoiding here, there's no avoiding of the suffering, and you are deeply empathic and influenced by your past, by your past in a sense of your lineage, of your mother and father, and you carry within you the seed of them, the seed of their lives, and their lives are very much a symbol of what made you suffer in your past lives. And there is this rising of your subconscious that comes with this month, especially the end of the month and Christmas days, or like any end of the year solstice celebrations. I see you being deeply connected to that place where you know, like, okay, actually I have to still mourn this, and that's all right, because there's a rising from that, a beautiful rising that comes with forgiveness and a true stepping into your body, into a new body. I'm seeing you in the beginning of the month, like also having some body maintenance that you're gonna do, beautification of self, like taking care of your body, taking care so for some of you it will be the feet and the hands, but taking care of your skin as well. And your skin on a deeper level, it is the heart, it is the second heart. It's where the heart bleeds and where we discipline it. So often if there are rashes, it is related to that. I'm not saying that you're going to have that, but there is a beginning anew with the body as well, and releasing trauma from the body, through the body, taking a deep breath and embodying, where do I feel this pain, and then letting go of that. I am, for those who are single and are feeling this person coming towards them and are ready for this higher commitment or for this expansion of the family home life with a partner, someone just entering into your life, this will be somebody also. What you need to know about them, they have made some changes in their life recently and it was related to their actual physical experience of life. So for some of them this was like business related, all of those things, but on a deeper level it was a change of a redirection, reorientation of their course in life, a change of destiny. And that change of destiny, they are ready because they have gone through a process of mourning and of grieving, and in that their rising, their new self is a mirror for you on what is possible, if this is not too vague for you. So they will be carrying this energy like, I have changed and I have begun anew. So if this is related to somebody from the past, a past lover that is on your mind, with whom you have these things of like second chance, or the relationship never really took off in the way, there were some blockages. If that is happening for you, like this person really has done a journey and has carried their grief, and grief carries you home, you know. Inspiration, joy will carry you to a totally new place of love and maybe even a new land, but grief, it carries you home, and that quality you're gonna see in that person, and that person is going to feel very home. You are going to feel like, oh, there's something familiar about this journey. And that's really, really beautiful here. Your hopes and fears, we have twice the magician. It's in your present and it's in your hopes and fears. So the very aspect of creating something completely new might scare you a bit at first. Let me pull this Okay, nice. But you are going to go for it, I feel here. I would like to clarify here, and I'm going to use Lenormand deck, so things are really very clear. Those are simple messages here. Simple messages of the story of your life. Now, with the Magician, you want to start over. You want a new beginning, and you know you have all the tools on your table to make this work. You have the clear vision of this, and you're connected to your emotions, and realizing also in this moment, in this month, in December, how your thoughts create your reality and how you can change your thinking patterns to step into that next version of you and to really heal on a deeper level. With the Star card, this is also like the obstacle here is to heal. You might be dealing with, like, if this is a specific person and this person is already in your life, because I'm gonna say, like, at the end of the month there is an energy of you meeting someone. There's a creative energy for those who are single. This might be this person of the past, but this might be also a totally new person, because there is an energy with the Ace of Wands, with the Magician twice. There's an energy of renewal, and there's an energy of walking away from an old self, old griefs, and just culminating a cycle. So there's something really new beginning here. So this might be a new person, but I'm seeing this person as eccentric, truthful, and might be an Aquarian energy. You might also meet this person around the 21st already, but at the end of the month that energy is definitely there, that I want to give you. But with the Magician here in the position of the fear, it's like, oh, if I see really how my thoughts create my reality, I need to be really vigilant. And you don't want to be vibration police on yourself. You don't want to be like judging yourself for every thought you have. It's more of a witness consciousness, something you're very good at contemplating. But at the same time, when you have this revelation, like, okay, I see how this whole structure, maybe your parental structure, something in the family, has created my life up until now, and how I construct my own home life, you'll be like, oh, okay, this is quite something to deal with and unpeel and unravel. So there's some work on it, and the task at hand might be bigger than you first expected. That's what I'm getting here. But with the hopes there is knowing and feeling that you can truly create some magic here, and that you have this strong capacity to feel within yourself what is necessary now. And with the moon being so present, like you'll be able to set very prominent goals for yourself here. December, I feel, is a month of goal setting on who would I love to be? Who would I love to come home to? And what does this actually feel like? On a very inspirational level. And with the Knight of Wands here as your potential future, is that you are really getting to it. You are doing it. You are, I see some of you travel, going abroad, or maybe this person is coming towards you from abroad, or maybe you are planning a travel, planning on going somewhere, on seeing something, on changing your life philosophy. Changing your life philosophy. That's what I'm hearing here. And you want to have the right connections for that, and you might want to have to travel for it. Let me see. I'd like to clarify the Magician. I'm seeing someone come in from abroad, coming towards you. For those who are single, I'm seeing you also be like having some old patterns of distrust playing up. Can I really trust this person? Where is this person coming from? Why is this person interested in me? But that's a self-worth work, and you're gonna see that here. That's a self-worth, that's a grief work to do, where you have not been valuing yourself correctly and accordingly in relationships. With the 3 here, I do see a possibility for stability with this new person. This person comes to settle, wants the same things, needs the same things as you, if you are willing to admit it to each other. Trust is an important issue here. It is on the menu. You are learning how to trust yourself better. Your creative capacity is very strong here, and you are learning to trust this new self of you, this master manifester that you are. And with that comes a bit of like, okay, am I doing the right thing? And you might be doubting yourself a bit here. And that's what these hopes and fears are about with the Magician. Let me clarify, please. The Knight of Wands here. This is a new chapter of your life beginning. You are, like, some of you might be writing some poetry, stuff like that, but you might be writing some poetry about this person. This person is going to you are inspired, like the flame is on, like the stick is on fire actually. But you are looking for guidance as well. Looking for guidance, you might be wanting to get into like some kind of more holistic philosophy, some philosophy from far away from home, maybe Eastern philosophy. If you are not from the East, if you are from the East, maybe you'll discover a fiction writer that really is going to inspire you and is going to be a direct reflection of the story that you are living. I see you then I see some of you really having a moment where, okay, I'm not ready for everything to change, because there is such radical change and this energy of like new beginnings, of initiation. There's a strong sense of initiating yourself into your highest power, into your into embodying, really like becoming soul infused and everything just streaming out of you. And with this initiation process, there comes a bit of fear. I'm seeing that this is present for you, but all in all, I'm really excited for you to write to me in the comments how you see this. How do you see this transformation happening? And then the Tower comes out, so you are going to have a Tower moment. Something is gonna come to you like I feel like if this is a person coming in, this person is gonna come like a tsunami, or this change, like it's going to go rapidly. It's going to come at you, and there's like no avoiding it. And the more you are going to just relax into it, the more benefit you are going to draw from this on an emotional level, on a feeling base. And always like, okay, yes, how can you focus your energy, but more about how does this make me feel? How would I like to feel instead, if it is not a pleasant feeling? You know, yes, we embrace the variety of emotion, but you are starting to direct your life from a beautiful emotional basis, and from beautifying your emotions and tapping into that emotion that truly serves you. I feel like I need a bit more clarification for you. And let me see. Again, you know, Leo had this energy of so you might be meeting a Leo, because there's a lot of fire energy here, or somebody who also like somebody who has, I mentioned before, a creative soul. For those who are in a relationship, you might be collaborating with someone, having a partnership, working with somebody you also have a romantic interest for, and then see like, how can I create this actually? And maybe the fear comes from that a bit, because like, okay, you're really gonna do everything together. That's a bit intense, and you might be considering it for real, but there might be some structural changes that need to happen. I see some of you moving houses, as I said before, or renovating a house, or thinking of building a house. You're definitely finishing a karmic cycle here, Pisces, and this is going to bring you a great teaching. I'm seeing you wearing the color blue could be very good for you. Very calm, like peaceful. Also drink enough water. Your kidneys need some love here, because the fire is burning, and we want some water to go with that. Again, the Empress. So there's something that you might be bringing out, that you have created, that you are publishing, that you are giving to the world. You might be expanding your family here and looking into that with your partner. For those who are in a love relationship, for those who are meeting someone, again, being naked, standing in your truth is going to be very important in all the ways. Seven of Pentacles, there is, that's interesting. What's going to help you here is look at the beauty you have created this year. Look at the beauty. Take a moment for that. Take a moment for that, maybe like even in the first week of the month, like wow. Just valuing yourself and loving yourself for everything that you have created here. So Pisces, that's what I have for you right now. Let me pull one more very direct romantic card for you, for those who want. I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing. Your contribution means a lot. Please let me know in the comments how this works out for you. Give your words power and write it down there. I do love to read you and see how all of this resonates for you. Also the dates. Do check your other signs, your ascendant, your moon, if this is your sun, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. And then let's see what we have for you. You're gonna get a lot of signs this month, a lot of symbols. My advice would be not to get lost in them, but to really sit with them, because they hold the key to your to the dynamics that you want to establish within your life, relationship, work, and health wise, your relationship to self. Most importantly, Pisces. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate all of you. I will be posting 2021 readings. For some of you, these are already available, so then I will link them on the end screen and below in the description box. Thank you. Namaste.